folks, I'm Dawn. I'm one half of the Disney Grown Ups. If you've seen our channel before, then welcome back, and if you are new to our channel, then welcome aboard, and we hope you enjoy what you see, and if you really like us, then give us a thumbs up and maybe subscribe. So I'm on my own today, and the reason is that Gary is at work, working hard to earn all those pennies to save up for our next trip to Disney. So that's very important. And I have been asked by a few people to do a pack with me type video. And Gary doesn't quite get it. He doesn't understand why people would want to watch you pack or know what you're packing. But I think that's because Gary doesn't pack. Gary has never packed. Gary thinks the packing fairies appear at night, do all the suitcases, and then you just go on holiday. So I think that's why he doesn't quite get it with the whole packing video. But I'm not going to do, I'm not going to bore you to death with what outfits I'm taking on each day, and what I will be wearing on this day and what it'll go with, and actually physically watching me put everything in, because I don't tend to be like that anyway. I tend to have a sort of a selection of things I'm going to take dependent upon whether they'll get shoved in the case, and when I arrive I will decide each day what the best thing to wear is for that particular day. So, but I'm going to tell you a few things that I feel are my kind of essentials to take away with you. And the very first thing, which I'm going to bend down here and get, that I always take with me wherever we go, and that is an extension lead, and obviously your travel adapter. Now, we've particularly found in the hotels at Disneyland Paris there aren't enough sockets. There are never enough sockets, and in fact in the Sequoia Lodge in the Golden Forest I think we only ever found one. So this is important because obviously we all have phones, we all have cameras, they all need to be charged. So at least this way you can charge multiple things, and you only need one travel adapter, which I always take extras anyway, but this for us is essential. Also, the fact that it's got the long cable means that if you say wanted to dry your hair and you're not near, you need to plug in, you're not near enough to, you know, a mirror or whatever, or various things like that, you've got that extension cable. So for me, that is a very important thing because we need to charge up all our electricals. So that would be number one on my priority list of things not to forget. So another thing which you might think is strange that I always take is scissors, sellotape and bubble wrap. Now, if you're like us and you buy a lot of ornaments and delicate things, do a lot of, you know, merchandise shopping, these are ideal for packing up your goods. I know they always wrap them in tissue and everything, but it's always good to have that extra layer to make sure that things are okay. So that for me is another essential. I do have a list here, but I'm trying to remember it as I go along. The other thing we tend to do is we have a small cabin case, and we take all our toiletries in that one cabin case, and that's so if anything was to spill or leak or whatever, it doesn't go on your clothes. And also we can shove anything we need to shove in on the morning that we go, the last minute, in that one case, and we know where it is. So I like to take things in, rather than toiletry bags and everything, I tend to use Ziploc bags, which I think we've been using the same ones for years now, and they're specifically for our packing. But if we're going on a short trip, we're not staying too long, rather than taking loads of big bulky bottles and everything, we buy these. Now you can get these in Primark, Home Bargains, that sort of thing. They're about £1. You can use them over and over again if you wash them out, but they're ideal. You've got sprays, pumps and squeezy bottles to decant all your stuff into to take with you. So that is something I would recommend if you're not going for long and you just want to take enough for that journey. They're ideal. So that's what we tend to do with those. Obviously we take other Ziploc bags just in case, because they're always good to put things in. I'm going to have a look at my list here because I'm forgetting. I don't want to leave anything out. Obviously always take ears with us. Always take ears. Now I've been making a few. Here's a set that I've made specifically for Christmas, and I love these. Look, I'm so excited to wear these. I will do a separate video on all the ears and things, but yeah, I'm really pleased with those. I've got some swap your bow ears and some ordinary rose gold and so on, so I will be taking my ears with me, but as I say, I might do a separate video on all the different ears and all the things I've been doing. I've been doing quite a lot of Disney crafts recently. I can't put a vlog out yet with them because some of them are for presents and I don't want people to see them, so I will do that soon. Okay, pass holders. We bought a pass holder from Disneyland Paris. It did break. We did go back and get a new one. Still not so sure whether we're happy with it or not. So we're still sort of looking at something else to use as a pass holder. But a pass holder is always a good idea to have. It's easy to then get your pass and show it. We always stick a few swimsuits in, things like that, just in case we decide, even in the winter, to go to the Disney hotels. A notebook and pen. Now I take them on the journey with me, and on the train we usually sit down with a park map and a notebook and pen and start plotting out what rides we definitely want to do, to make sure we don't miss out. This may seem a bit weird, but I also take envelopes with me. Now we tend to budget a rough amount each day for food, and then we have our spending money on top of that. So I tend to put all of our food money, I split it up into each day and put each day's money in an envelope. A bit weird, I know, but and then each day I will take an envelope out of the safe, we will use it for that day, and anything that's left over gets put into either the next day's food money, or if there's something in the park that we've seen that we think, oh, we'd really like that, but we're not sure if we can really afford it, is it really in our budget, if we've got food money left over, then we'll say, okay, well, we've done really well on the food money, so we can spend it. And that way also you don't get to the last day and have to starve because you've spent all your money on Disney goodies. So that's another thing that I tend to do. Obviously we take rucksacks and things like that for in the park, and water bottles and so on. Also I take, we usually stay at the Golden Forest, and with that you get all your free drinks, and you get your afternoon tea and so on, and your breakfast. But this time we're not. This time we're staying for the first time at the Sequoia in a Montana room, which is still in the main building, but we don't obviously get all the perks. So we're taking some water and some drinks and things with us, but also I felt that because we weren't getting all that, we needed to take some snack packs. So I have made up some packs with a carton of drink and some crisps and some Mars bars and a muffin and things like that for us to have each day, just to cut down on the cost a little bit of buying snacks in the park. We usually use our annual passes because you get a good discount in the restaurants, but because we're going near Christmas time and it's going to be really, really busy, we know from experience that sometimes you can't get into the restaurants if you haven't pre-booked and so on. So we actually decided this time that we would actually go and do a Disney dining plan, add that onto our booking, and we would go and actually book all our restaurants in advance. So that's what we've done for this time. But it also, we don't have, in the Golden Forest you have like an espresso and a kettle and so on. Apparently in the Montana you can ask for a kettle and they will provide you with one. So I've also got a snack pack here of sugar, tea, coffee, tea bags, drinking chocolate sachets, things like that, just so that we can have a drink when we get there as well. So that's all those. The other thing I tend to take is some beach towels, very thin, light ones. And the reason I take those is not to use in the hotel, in the swimming pools, because they provide them in most of them, but they are really good for packing. I find that when you finish packing your case, if you get a towel and lay it across the top and kind of tuck it in the edges as if you were like tucking everything into bed, and then put your straps across, it just holds everything in place really nicely. And especially on the way back when you've bought lots of bits and pieces and you're trying to fit them all in, it's quite good to either wrap things in or again just to secure things. So I always shove a couple of towels in just for that reason. And hangers, I take, you can buy them in Primark, there's about 10 for about £4. They're the flat velvet hangers, and I take them because there's never enough hangers in a hotel, and they pack away quite nicely, quite flat in your case. So I always take some of the pack of 10 velvet hangers with us. Obviously we take things like our camera, we've got our normal camera that we're going to use, and we've got our phones and things. We've also got what we call a cheap pro. It's not a GoPro, it was a really cheap one. It cost us about 20 something pound, and we bought this a couple of years ago when we went to Florida just to use at the water parks because it came with a waterproof case. The audio on it isn't very good when you've got the case on, but it's really good for you know, sort of vlogging around if it started to rain, or if you went to a water park or whatever. That's quite good. So we tend to take things like that. Comfy shoes, never go in a new pair of shoes. Always wear something that's really worn in, that's really comfortable, because you do a lot of walking, so always take your comfy shoes. Obviously it goes without saying that we'll take coats, hats, gloves, scarves, that kind of thing, although not hats for me because hats don't suit me and my whole family laugh when I put a hat on. So but yeah, so all those kind of things. On top of that, we bought these, believe it or not, we were working out 15 years ago, the good old Disney poncho. Now, we went to Florida 15 years ago and weren't really prepared for the absolute torrential downpours that you get. And there was one day when we were in what was Hollywood Studios then, or MGM I think it was called then actually, MGM. We were in there, and we were actually going for the whole day. We had meals booked and we had a show we were going to see in the evening. So we didn't particularly want to get soaking wet all during the day and then stay damp, even though it gets hot and sunny, because it was Christmas time that we actually went. And it did chill off a little bit in the evening, so we thought, well, we can't. So begrudgingly, the whole family all bought ponchos. And I remember Gary moaning after we'd bought them, because during the day it was very hot, and we put them on for a downpour. But we found we were just too hot with this Florida weather. It was just too hot to wear them, and you were keeping dry on the outside but sweating on the inside. So I remember him saying, oh, these were a waste of money, why did we get them? However, we have used them so much, and especially for Disneyland Paris, they are ideal. So I think 15 years on, still in really good condition, I think they've been really worth their money. So yeah, ponchos, definitely roll up nice and small, and an essential, and especially as we've looked at the forecast and it's probably going to rain when we're in Paris. So flashing lights, got to have my flashing light necklace. Bought this a couple of years ago in Disneyland Paris, but yeah, I thought that'd be really pretty. Love these Christmas lights, they're like the ones in the Toy Story land. So yeah, really like them, and you can do all different settings on them, or you can just turn them. So yeah, those things. Clothes wise, really thick fleecy tights from Primark. Primark are brilliant for so many things, so many Disney things, but also for all your basics. So I've also bought this, which is called, if you can see that, it's a thermo layer, and it's just a really thin t-shirt, but it's a thermal one, and this was £8. But it's so nice because it's really soft and silky, and it fits underneath your clothes really close to the skin, so that it's not bulky, you don't really feel like you're wearing it, and it does keep you very warm. So that will be essential for the cold weather. And they do some fleece lined tights and some furry sort of lined tights, again really warm, really comfy. So I will live in either tights and a skirt and some jumpers and hoodies, or it'll be jeans and hoodies and jumpers. So I will take probably one nice outfit for in case we go out somewhere nice, go for a nice meal or something. But generally speaking, I think my philosophy for Disney is comfort. You need to be warm or cool, depending on the time of year. You need to be comfortable, and that's it really. As long as you've got your ears on, or you've got something Disney, who cares what else you're wearing. But I will show you what I'm going to take in the way of my jumpers and things. So I think I've shown this on a previous vlog. This is a Bambi sweatshirt that I bought from Primark. Really nice, but the first time I wore it, the inside is very soft, fluffy material, and it came off absolutely everywhere. So it's been washed a couple of times, but still lots of the fluff coming off. So that one, I'm not sure yet. Whether I shall wear that or not depends. I bought this last year. I absolutely adore it. I think it's so cute, and it's really thick. It's like a double knit, so that will be an essential to wear while I'm out there. I absolutely love that top. And on the back as well, it's got little Mickeys in the pattern, so that's ideal for Christmas time, and it will keep me warm. I've also, as you can see, these are the hangers I was talking about. These flat hangers are really good. So my Olaf jumper, which again, these are all from Primark. Primark are just brilliant for all the different Disney clothes, and also in the same kind of style but different colour and with different Disney characters on it is this one from Primark, so that'll be another one I'm wearing. I've got a couple of just plain Christmassy jumpers that I was going to take as backups maybe, which is this one. It's a nice fluffy one that's really warm, and it's got a sequin reindeer, and I've got another warm fluffy one with another sequin reindeer. So they are my jumpers, and this is my new jumper that I'll probably take this as well, which is my hoodie, which is super warm and comfy. But this is what I'm really excited about taking and wearing for the first time, because I haven't worn it yet. I shall just turn it on for you, but look, it is my new, you can see that it's flashing, it's my new flashing jumper, and I just think that will be ideal for wearing in the evenings and when you're at the shows and things and everything, you know, the fireworks and that. And it's so Christmassy, and I love the fact that it lights up. So I should imagine by the end of the holiday the batteries will be run out on that. So that's a rough idea of the sort of things that we take away with us. As I say, Gary thinks the packing fairies come and do all this for him. He tends to take shorts in the summer, jeans or cords in the winter, t-shirts, fleeces and raincoats, and that is him. That is his lot. But yeah, well, hopefully that's given you an insight into some things, and maybe given you a hint on a few things you might not have thought of before. Or maybe you could tell me some things that you think would be really essential to take that I might have missed, because actually I think, you know, we've all got different ideas on what we could take that can always help. So feel free to comment down below, and you know, anything that you think I've missed that you would take. And this video will go out once we're home. So whilst you're watching this, we will have done our little trip to Disney and we will be home, because I'm not taking my laptop or anything, so I won't be uploading anything while I'm out there. Yes, that'll all be exciting, and we'll all be Christmassy. And when we get home, hopefully I shall start putting all the Christmas decorations up. And somebody did request that we did a, because we've got a lot of Disney ornaments, so somebody did request that we did a Christmas tree vlog as well, so we might well do that. But anyway, thank you so much for watching. Please like and subscribe. We'd love you to come and join us on our Disney journey, and hopefully next time Gary will be here as well, and we can vlog together. So we'll see you real soon. Thanks for watching, guys. Bye.